Hi there, how's it going? I'm Asbestos 451. It's currently 12:47, beautiful Saturday afternoon, and I am going to be enjoying a Guinness. I'm just pouring it out of a can. I'm no beer aficionado. Please do not crucify me, as I will surely do this in a sacrilegious way. Glass isn't quite big enough, so a little bit of trouble on the end there. But, that's how it goes. Let her sit for a little while. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a busy week, and I am just settling down, just chill out. Just came off a busy day, crammed an essay. Well, not the whole essay, but quite a bit of it. Yeah, that's how it goes. College, am I right? But yeah, just chilling. It's a wonderful sunny day out, but it's like to the point where I kind of have to have the blinds if I want to sit down here because just too much in my eyes. But I should be getting out for a walk a little later. Should be nice. Despite all the sun, though, apparently it's feeling close to -20 out. So, that's how it'll be. But, shouldn't be too bad. A warm -20, I suppose. Yeah. It's February 1st today, which is cool, because that means that January is over. It's been funny, I've been seeing it like a lot on my Instagram, like these reels and shit about January feeling so long. I'm like, yeah, this January has felt quite long. But, into a new month, and honestly, like, starting to get pretty far into the semester, honestly, which is nice. You go for a sip. Cheers. It's pretty nice. I'm a fan of Guinness. It's kind of a weird one to be a fan of, like, right off the bat. Like, I just turned 19 January. So, but my family is comprised of Guinness drinkers, and so I guess I'm accustomed to it. I hear lots of people say that it tastes like coffee, and I don't really personally taste that. Because I don't like coffee, but I guess I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, circling back to the idea of semester almost being over, I'm kind of. Oh, just got a little Windows notification. Probably will be a couple more of those today. I don't know. Yeah, this semester feels like a bit of a slog. I'm in film school, as some of you might know. I don't really know what I'm doing here, to be honest. Still figuring out, like, what I want to do with my life. But yeah, no, this semester is pretty heavy content-wise. Just, I found myself in charge of a couple productions, which, is good experience, good learning, but yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, it really isn't anything to complain about. I'm just lazy, to be honest. But, so it goes. But yeah, February. And then at the end of this month, like, really, there's just 1 month left, which is kind of crazy, a little bit. I don't know, still new to the whole post-secondary thing where the school year ends in April, um, and then I get to go home, which I'm looking forward to. I am a fan of going home. And on the topic of Guinness, recently a new pub opened up in my hometown, which is exciting because they have Guinness on tap there, which is like, whoa, the fancy way, I suppose. Again, new to the beer drinking. I'm living in Oakville right now, and I've made it to this one place called the Queen's Head, which I don't know. I ordered Guinness on tap, and I was like, wow, this tastes a lot better than in the can. So, just exciting new stuff. um, Today I was hoping to talk about a little more than beer, so I'm gonna probably skip over that for the next little bit. But yeah, I'm a fan of going home, and I feel like that's something I've struggled with a little bit. Just feeling like I've always struggled with like finding happiness, feeling happy. I mean, I'm a pretty um, depressing person, honestly. I feel like personally a lot of the time, but uh, I don't know. I've found it hard to accept happiness to some degree. I mean, like, or just feel it. I don't know. I don't really know. Anyways, looking past that, I'm feeling good because I'm going to be going home, and then I get feeling. Sorry. So this got a little off track, long winded. I'll reel it back in and form a concise thought here. um, Sometimes I feel bad that like the most happiest moment um, that I have is going home, seeing my family, seeing my friends, um, and I feel bad. I'm like, oh, that shouldn't be the case. I should be happy to be here, in the big city, learning about movies and shit like that. I should find my happiness here. Um, but that's kind of a stupid way of thinking because I'm disregarding like actual happiness. Like I'm complaining about being happy, while complaining about not being happy, and so it's just kind of funny. But anyway, so I think I've been able to somewhat, to some degree, switch that in my head to spin it in a little more positive way. Um, just allow myself to be happy that I'm going to be going home soon, and and not worry about that. Um, yeah, that's funny. Of course, it's always a constant like back and forth of you know feelings and all that shit. But appreciating the moments of levity they got are nice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's been the big topic on my mind is like now I've graduated high school, um, pretty deep into my first year of college, and I'm like, I still don't know what I want to do with my life. like I don't, and it's like pulls up that existential thread. What's my purpose? Why am I here? And gonna find satisfaction in life? Am I gonna die alone and sad? Like you think about these things, but I don't know. Grounding yourself is very helpful. I've found in just dealing with this. I've been trying to make a concerted effort to go outside because the current setup that I have with my residence is that like I'm hooked up to the campus, so I don't even need to go outside to get to class. And so there's definitely like been like a stretch of like close to a month where I didn't go outside, and I was like, this fucking sucks. um, and, that's on me for not going outside. Like but yeah, I've been going outside. Basically, is what I mean to say there. And going outside is nice, and is really like, yeah, a grounding thing. There's a nice like kind of wooded trail, and it's just, yeah, finding yourself a part of that is a positive thing. And of course, I'm sitting up here on my high horse talking about ways to make yourself feel better. Like I'm no guru. I'm messed up and not happy a lot of the time, but I'm trying to be better and focus more on the positive things in life. I don't know. Yeah, I've always been a pessimist, which isn't great for your outlook on things. But I don't know. Maybe I can do better. I think I can do better. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, and on the idea of pessimism, I feel like recently I had a bit of a mindset shift. Sorry, I play with my hair a lot when I'm looking at myself. That happens. I've never actually really, like, my hair hasn't been this long in like years, honestly. Like, I feel like at the beginning of COVID, like 2020, like when stuff was locked down, like my dad would give me a haircut and it'd just be buzz cut. And well, credit where credit's due, it wasn't just a buzz cut. Like there was a little bit of like blending and like left on the mid. It wasn't bad. But that became my go-to for forever. And just go to the barber, give me a 3 on the side, 4 on the top, please. Gone. But this hasn't been. Well, I did get a little trim around Christmas time, but what the fuck? What? It hasn't been cut since really like. Oh, I'm pushing it the wrong way. Sorry, I'm looking into like a reflection of myself on my laptop, and it's all backwards. So that's why it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Anyways, it hasn't been really cut since October, so there you go. That's that for you. What was I talking about? Pessimism, elections. Did I ever mention elections? I don't know. Anyways, thinking about pessimism gets me thinking about a bit of a change in outlook. With like elections kind of on the horizon, and I'm old enough to vote now, and so I'm actually like looking into stuff and like thinking of ways that to some degree I can affect things a little bit. I've got to have faith in our democracy a little bit. My vote matters somewhat. Should be neat. The provincial election just got called, so and it works out that I should be back home, like on my reading week, when that happens. So that'll be neat. And just pop into my local polling station or whatever, give her a little dink-a-dink, send it in, and then see what happens in provincial parliament. A bit of a strange election, if just on the basis of like needing a stronger mandate and the party in power, the Conservatives already have a majority. It's just like it's kind of mandate enough. I don't know. I don't know. See how it goes. Should be cool just to be able to vote. And I'm thinking like it might be fun to round up all of my also newly of voting age friends. Not newly, but like this first election. Newly, like a year, 18. But anyways, round up my friends, see if we can go on a road trip to the polling center. Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know, in my mind, or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, just looking at those things and like reevaluating. There's a bit I can do. I guess that's part of like focusing on things in life that you can control, I'd say. Because I feel like all my life, like things I've worried about have been things that have been out of my control, you know? Um, yeah, like, I don't know, ever present existential thoughts, like, shit's been on my mind since I was a wee little boy. Fucking, I recall, I don't know, just being like in like grade two, like one or some shit, and then just having like an existential breakdown in class, and no one knowing how to help me. Oh, no, it's funny. Catholic school, so they just send me to the chapel, go pray on it. I don't know. I've been praying my whole life. Well, not my whole life. I have since stopped, but not to be sorry. Almost went on like a tirade there. Not to put down religion. You know, it works for some people, and honestly, it's good messaging, good morals at the base of it, and yeah. So I'm not anti-religious. Anyways, it's just I'm just thinking I might have been able to get a better handle on myself recently. Um, and just yeah, not like thinking about the little things that I can do in life, and not worrying so much about the big picture. Like the other day, I was doing my laundry, and I just like felt like this overwhelming sense of like pride a little bit, like this satisfaction, like shit, like I'm getting my fucking laundry done, like this is good. This is I'm doing the best. I'm feeling happy, and I'm just folding up my jeans, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And little things like sometimes I'm cooking, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing fucking good. I'm making a meal for myself, like. So yeah, I mean, like there are things to feel good about, and it's just hard to recognize them sometimes. And even like when I'm speaking like this, like I bet in a week I'm gonna be sitting there going, "Oh, I'm the worst person on the planet. I'm fucking despicable." Not despicable, I suppose, but not a good person, not a good human, kind of worthless feeling. And then a week from then, I'll be like, "Oh, I just cooked up some rice real good, and I think things are gonna be okay." And then in another week, I'll feel shitty, and then that's you know that's how it goes. I think overall, on a positive trajectory, I mean, I feel like zooming out. I mean, still is kind of like that New Year kind of ish time. I'm zooming out, and I'm looking at this whole like past year, and I don't know. It's been a lot. It's yeah, like personally, just a lot going on in here, and I think overall we're looking at a net positive, But yeah, I don't know. I'd say like on average, like there's more days now in a month that I feel hopeful than than ever before. So it's not bad. Not bad. How fuck? I just bonked my tooth. These fucking huge front teeth there. They're not huge, but bonked them all the same. I do a thing where I wipe where my mouth was if you see me doing that, and you're like, what the heck is this guy up to? That's what I'm up to. I got a little bit of I don't know, whatever the fuck. It's one of my little rituals that relieves anxiety, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if that's a universal human thing, but if I don't wipe where my mouth was on a glass after drinking from it, like I just feel wrong and awful, and my brain's like, you fucked up. This is fucking terrible that you didn't do this. I'm like, fuck, I gotta give her a wipe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot. I feel like the ultimate, one of the big overarching themes I've been thinking about recently. Just, yeah, I don't know as much as I thought I did, or like thought I should know at this point in my life. Like, I don't know. Like you always think about milestones like 19 as being like, oh, like I'm a fucking adult now. Like that's what that is. But I mean, like, you're not all that different than you were the year before. And I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Just weird. Like, when you're younger, you see older people as being so much more, like, impressive, and then you grow up into an older person, and you're still like, oh, I'm still the same person I was to some extent. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. And I feel like, and then not to like complain or anything, it's just how life goes, or harp on it. But I do think that like that COVID lockdown period was pretty weird, like just for developing people, just some degree. I mean, like the first year of my first 2 years of high school, really, like grade 9, grade 10, were mostly online, and then the little brief moments that we had in school, like, it was all scheduled weird, and we were kept like isolated into cohorts, like we didn't interact with a whole ton of people. And it was just weird. So here I am, the first year of post-secondary, and I'm feeling like I've only had 2 years of high school, really. Like, or I don't know. And that's another issue I feel like I have, is placing so much importance on high school. I feel like I was expecting that to be such a big period developmentally or whatever, and it wasn't for me. I don't know. Like, I didn't figure out, I don't know, like, I expected to come out of high school, like, knowing who I am, what I stand for, what my goals in life are, I'm gonna adjust my computer and see if it changes the angle, if that looks better. I don't know. But yeah, just, I don't know. I feel like I missed out on something, which probably isn't true. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know. I guess I don't talk enough to people to figure this kind of stuff out. Like, I feel like that's next on the docket after, like, being okay with being myself. Like, I gotta figure out how to be okay with being with other people. Like, I don't know. That's something I've been missing, is just hanging out with people. I don't know what the deal is. I just haven't been able to make friends with anybody yet. I suppose I haven't particularly gone out of my way to try, or never gone out of my way to try. I don't know. So it's like complaining, like, oh, I'm on fire now, and I didn't do anything to try and stop being on fire. Debatable on how useful that analogy is, but uh, if I run out of things to say yet, I don't know. Just been thinking. I think a lot. Think too much for my own good, probably. Um, yeah. But, that's how it goes. Gotta get like a hobby or some shit. Like, fuck, man. Been playing guitar a lot recently. Um, that's an enjoyable thing, I suppose. Um, the last little while, I've been writing songs at a more consistent rate, which is cool. Whenever I go back home for the summer, I want to see if I can like put together an album and then maybe a band. I don't know. That'd be cool to play music at some of the local spots. See if I decide to partake in that endeavor or not, because I'm the king of saying I'm gonna do something and then not doing it. I feel like my catchphrase every summer growing up has been you know what, this summer I'm gonna get all my friends together, we're gonna shoot a fucking movie over the summer, it's gonna be the coolest shit, and then nothing happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens this year. I mean, I feel like I might be more motivated, as I don't have the time to do this stuff I had always hoped to do before. I don't have that time anymore. So I really gotta, strike when the opportunity arises, and the opportunity is coming up. So, yeah, but I'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's a bummer. I just feel like I wasted a lot of my time. Who's to say, really, what that means? But just I wish I did a lot more with the time that I had as a youth. But I don't know. I'm only 19, so I still have got quite a bit of life left in me. So hopefully I can make better use of that time. Yeah. See if I can't just, I don't know, live that fulfilling life I'd always hoped I would have. Yeah, life's just not fulfilling, honestly. Well, in broad strokes, I mean, what I talked about earlier, the little things can be fulfilling for sure, but I haven't found any overarching fulfillment. I don't know. I never commit myself to a big task and feel satisfied at the end of it. I just move from one thing to the next. I don't know. But hopefully, I don't know. I say hopefully a lot. Hopefully it doesn't get you anywhere, but a man can hope. It's kind of funny. This dialogue that I'm having currently is like similar to that which I have with myself all the time. Just a funny observation. I'm making a video out of talking. I don't know. Things are okay. Last time, no, I'm not gonna talk about that story. that's that's for another day. But yeah, things aren't so bad, and that is something that you gotta tell yourself. You gotta, because it can seem like things are bad all the time, but that's the thing. You gotta fucking zoom in on. That's funny. You gotta zoom in on like just where you're at, because we have this like capacity to look at things like so big picture nowadays. Like, I'm talking like an old man here, but with our phones, connection to the internet, like just like an untold multitude of shit that we can just expose ourselves to. And like, for most of human history, like you only knew what was happening within like a couple kilometers of you. Or whatever. I mean, people were more informed than you give them credit for. You don't want to, disrespect those medieval peasants who, probably lived a more complex life than you imagine. But, but yeah, no, things like just on a more personal scale, on a smaller scale, is I don't know where it matters. Because even like when people talk about, oh, how bummed I am, I've only got a handful of real friends. Like, I mean, like that's all someone can ask for, really, is like a couple people in this world who understand them, like to some degree, or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, small scale, just like look around you, and then get your head out of the clouds. I don't know, like. I know that's something I personally have to work on. Is like stop worrying about the largest quandaries of the nature of the universe. What our significance is within it, and like realize that you have a couple friends. Like, I mean, it's not so easy to say that there are some people who don't, and that's a struggle. And I don't know, I've been there, I get that. But even when you can't accept, like that's something that I've realized recently, is like be like, and it's not that I had a particular method, it just kind of clicked that like, holy shit, there's people who do care about me, like there's people who do like me. I don't know, just focus on those people. I don't know, there's someone out there like whose life is affected positively by you existing, like that truly does exist. And like, I don't know, focus on that. Don't worry about, well, I mean, healthy amount of worrying about stuff. I don't know. I feel like it's a better use of our time on this earth to ask a friend how they're doing than to lay in bed for an hour thinking about how you're gonna die. Than how, I don't know. That's something I spend far too much of my time doing. I don't know, but it's fucking terrifying. Like that. That's something that I don't think I'll ever get over. Is just that our existence ends. Like, you live all these years, you have all these experiences, and one day, poof, it's over. Fuck you, it's over. But I don't know. Again, smaller picture, little things, and that's where you're gonna find your satisfaction, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I've got to text some people and just check in, because that's a bad habit of mine, is just going completely AWOL once when I'm not seeing it like a person in person. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what awaits. Yeah, overall positive though. I mean, like, as much as you can talk about negative things, overall positive. And that's what you gotta keep telling yourself. When I say you, I'm saying me. So I got to keep telling myself is that things are overall pretty okay. Yeah. Last sip. Delightful. Delightful. Truly exquisite experience of all the taste buds. That's my attempt at an accent of some kind. Fuck, I gotta do acting more. No. Little picture, Fenton. Little picture. Little picture. I don't know. I rambled long enough, so I'm gonna hit the stop recording button pretty soon. But yeah, things are good. There are people who care about me, and I've got to focus on them a little more. I do. Take more opportunities. Fuck, I don't do shit. Like, making New Year's resolutions in February. January's been a shitty month. Yeah, but shitty months. And no, it hasn't been all shitty. Like, January fucking is a long month. I don't know. Like, it's had its ups and downs. Sorry. I get weird when I run out of things to say. I've pretty much exhausted the amount of things that I can talk to myself about, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed this. Where am I at now? 39 minutes. Wow. Hope you enjoyed this epic monstrosity of a video. If you watch this whole thing, what the fuck? What the fuck? Actually, what the fuck? Crazy person. You're stalking me at that point. Like, holy shit. Anyways, take care. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.